Hello student, welcome to the next video of Business Studies class 12 and this is lesson 9 we are doing financial management. So till now we have seen the different decisions to be taken. Now in this video we will see about the financial planning. So before starting this financial planning, student, I would like to tell you that this the you must have remember means as a function, one of the function of management. Planning is one of the function of management, as we have already discussed. Done one complete lesson on this topic. So planning, what is planning? Actually it is thinking in advance, and when this word finance is used, means now we are planning about the finance, that from where we should procure fund, where we should invest money. Okay, so all the decision regarding planning, regarding finance is planned, and that is known as financial planning. So it involves the preparation of a financial blueprint of an organization. It is the process of estimating the fund requirement of a business and determining the possible sources from which it can be raised. Means what the company first, the finance manager, what they used to do, they decide that how much will be the expense. After deciding that, or after estimating the requirement of the fund, then they used to determine all the sources from where the funds can be raised. Okay, suppose if I take example, like if I want say 1000 rupees. Okay, so this this is known as financial planning, that now I am planning for getting 1000 rupees. So means requirement of fund is 1000 rupees. Okay, then from where I can get these funds from? Like say I myself I am having say 700 rupees. One of my friend, he's or she is ready to give me, lend me say 200 rupees. So now it will be 900, and again I am short with 100 rupees, so I can ask from any bank to lend me money, lend me that 100 rupees. Clear? So this is all means that estimating the requirement of the fund and seeing that from where the funds can be raised. Then the objective of financial planning is to ensure that enough funds are available at right time. Means whenever the fund is required, the funds should be there. Because if the funds are not available at the right time, then the company may suffer loss also. Means suppose if there is some good investment opportunities in front of me, and if suppose at that particular time I am not having means adequate fund with me, so what will happen? I will have to incur loss. So to avoid this situation, the company should ensure that the company, they should have enough fund is always available to them. Clear? Now after this, let's see the objectives of financial planning. Student, it is almost the same as that of financial management. So see, the first one is to ensure availability of funds. Means we have already discussed in financial management when we were discussing about. So the first one is to ensure availability of fund whenever required. Means whenever the fund is required, it should be available. It includes proper estimation of the funds required for different purpose. There is need to estimate the time at which these funds are to be made available. Means whenever it is required, it should be available. Then financial planning also tries to specify possible sources of these funds. Means if today I want 100 rupees, then what are the sources from where I can get this 100 rupees? So it should also be, these sources should also be uh, means known. Then the second objective is to see that the firm does not raise resources unnecessarily. Why? Because excess funding is as bad as inadequate fund. Means till now we are talking that if suppose I am having some good investment opportunities and if I don't have money, then I can incur loss. But on the another hand, if suppose I am having excess fund, okay, suppose if I require 80 rupees, okay, and 70 rupees I am having, and if suppose I have asked my one of my friend, and the my friend has lent me say 30 rupees, so now I'll be having 100 rupees. Means 20 rupees excess I am having, but on that excess of fund I am paying some interest, though I am not using it. So that is why it is said that even excess of fund is also very bad, as it is equally bad as inadequate fund is there. So just like that, inadequate fund, excess funding is also bad. So these are the two Objectives of financial planning: the first, to ensure availability of fund whenever required, and the second one, to see that you should not, or the company should not, raise unnecessary fund. Clear? Though if the money is of yours also, but if suppose you are keeping it, the money ideally with you, then it won't give any interest. But if suppose you have done any FD, or if you have invested somewhere, then definitely you can earn some interest out of that. So that is why unnecessary raising of fund is equally bad. Clear? These are the two objectives of financial planning. Now let's see the importance of financial planning. So again, student, I will before explaining you the importance of financial planning, I would like to recall that we have done importance of planning. Okay, so it is equally, means this importance of financial planning is almost the same as we have done the importance of planning. So I will correlate the importance of planning with that of financial planning to make it easier for you all to understand. Okay, so these are the certain points of importance of financial planning. They are: first, makes the firm better prepared to face the future, helps in avoiding business shocks and surprises, coordinates various functions, proper utilization of finance, link present with future, link between investment and financing decision, makes evaluation of actual performance earlier. Now let's see the points one by one. So the very first importance of financial planning is prepare firm to face future. It helps in forecasting future happenings under different situations. So means this financial planning, it will help the company to prepare for future, as one will know from where to raise the fund, what interest to be paid on borrowed fund, what interest to be get if one is investing anywhere. So these things can be estimated in financial planning, means it prepares one for the future, to face the future. So now let's see the second point, that is avoids business shocks and surprises. It helps in avoiding business shocks and surprises and volatilities, and helps the company in preparing for the future. This volatilities means ups and downs. Okay, so now when we have already planned, already planning has been done, uh, while one is planning, they take all the necessary steps for the changes in the environment, and thus it makes one ready for all these shocks and surprises in near future. Okay, like say sometimes the price of the raw material, say it shoots up, it rises. So the company, they are ready to pay the increased price. So this is what the financial manager they have, because they have planned everything, so it will help them to avoid these shocks and surprises. Then the next point says the coordinate various functions. It helps in coordinating various business functions like sales, marketing, production, etc. So student, you remember when we talk about the planning, so as we have seen in this planning as a function of management, when we talk, it coordinates rest of the functions of management like organizing, directing, everything. So just like that, financial planning is helpful in coordinating these various business functions like sales, marketing, and production. Then the next point says proper utilization of finance. Detailed plans of action is prepared under financial planning. Reduce waste, duplication of efforts, and gaps in planning. So, when with the help of planning, we can reduce the waste, isn't it? Means when we talk about the planning as a function of management. So, just like that, here in financial planning, it also, with the help of financial planning, one can reduce waste. Wastage of what? Wastage of finance. Okay, because you have already planned everything, how much to invest, where to invest, whom to give loan, from where to borrow money. Okay, so these things, duplication of efforts, confusions, this gaps in planning, it means confusion. So these can be avoided because already the financial manager, they have planned everything. Then it link present with future. It tries to link the present with the future. Student, as we have discussed that planning, what we used to do in planning, it is said to be a forward looking. So with the help of financial planning, we can link present with the future. Means in present we plan what to do, how to use my finance, where to invest it for the future. Clear? Then the next point says link between investment and financing decision. It provides a link between investment and financing decisions on a continuous basis. That is, where to invest, from where to raise fund. So these link between investment and financing decision has been taken while planning the while doing the financial planning. Then makes evaluation of actual performance by spelling out detailed objectives for various business segments. It makes the evaluation of actual performance easier because it provides standard. In planning also we have studied that planning, it provides standard. So just like planning as it provides standard, just like that financial planning also provides standards. Such standard will help to evaluate the actual performance. So so it is said that evaluation of actual performance is easier because already everything has been planned. So student, this is all about financial planning, and I hope you all like this video. So please do like, share and subscribe the video, and in case you are having any confusion, any kind of doubt, you can ask me through comment box. So thank you and take care.